Your Storm Team 10 forecast on News 10.
Well, it is pouring across a good part of the Wabash Valley, and those rainfall totals are stacking up pretty quickly. This is an estimated precipitation map from Doppler radar. So this is what radar has estimated what is falling. So that number may vary from what's going to be in your rain gauge when all is said and done. But you can notice the legend up here at the top. If you start to see the yellows approaching on the map, that's where radar is indicating where we've seen as much as 4 inches of rain already fall. And that is starting to show up from parts of Clay County, Illinois through Jasper County, maybe even a little bit more just to the east of Newton. Then some pockets of that showing up across Vigo and Clay County, so that rain is quickly coming down, and we're only going to be adding to that. So we've got a number of flash flood warnings that have already been put in place. Clark, Cumberland, Jasper, Effingham, Clay, and then part of Crawford County are under a flash flood warning until 10:45 Central Time. Then another warning is in effect just to the south of that for southeastern Clark, Crawford, Jasper, Richland, Lawrence, and Clay counties. That's going to be in effect until 12:30. And then many of our Indiana counties are also under flash flood warnings. That's going to include Vigo, southeastern Park, Putnam, Clay, Sullivan, Greene, and Owen counties. That one's going to be in effect until 1:15 Eastern Time. And as we mentioned earlier, Vigo County is now under a travel watch that was declared by the commissioners, which means only essential travel is recommended, as we are seeing a lot of flooding on some of those roadways. So as we look at the Storm Team 10 storm tracker, you can see that we have rain pretty much area wide, the only exceptions being down to our southeast, eastern Davies County and around Martin County. Not too much rain right now, but that's quickly going to be changing as this line of storms continues to slide eastward. Right now, everything is below severe limits, so we still have a strong thunderstorm rumbling through southern Clay County, just now moving into Owen County and just to the west of Bloomfield. You might notice the wind pick up a little bit if you're down there in central Greene County and in the Worthington area. But again, all this activity currently below severe limits. Farther to the south, more stormy weather showing up here across a good part of Knox County. Some heavy rain just to the west of Vincennes and extending down toward Decker. Still some thunder and lightning being noted here across Lawrence County, and also a little bit of thunderstorm activity sliding into Washington there in Davies County. So we can put the motion on the storm tracker, and you can see that activity continues to slide off to the northeast, but it's kind of just lifting as it goes through, and we're still seeing those heavy rainfall rates. Rain extends all the way back into Illinois, so that's why those rainfall amounts just continue to pile up on top of the downpours that you'll see initially as that line comes through. Now, another thing we're keeping an eye on is the threat for severe weather. The good news is, so far, everything has stayed mostly to our south, and that's the way it looks like most of it will be. Severe thunderstorm warning just to the west of Evansville right now. This is the most potent part of that line of storms, and it's moving mostly to the east. But if it were to take a little bit more of a northeasterly jog, that could affect some of you in southern Davies and Martin County, though at this time, it does look like most of our severe threat's going to stay just to our south, so our attention is going to have to be the heavy rain. So futurecast as we go through the rest of the night, again, you can see that main line of storms pushing through, but we're still going to see heavy rain on the back side of this, moderate rain, and then it becomes a little lighter as we head toward the morning. But at 8 o'clock shows futurecast still putting rain across the area. We get into the overnight hours, or I should say into the daytime hours tomorrow. Maybe a break mid-morning, but then here comes more rain as we get into the afternoon, so we're just going to keep adding to those rain totals that we have across the area. Then a little bit more of a break as we get into Saturday evening. Futurecast trying to dry us out a little bit more, so we'll hope that's the case because we certainly won't need any more rain. But we will have scattered showers in the forecast Saturday night. We'll keep scattered showers in the forecast as we head into the day on Sunday, especially if you're farther to the south. But out of the 2 days, Sunday does look to be the less soggy day of the weekend, but we are still going to have to keep that chance of rain in the forecast. So futurecast rainfall amounts, this is on top of everything we've had already. Again, notice those heavy amounts down to the south as those storms continue to move through. So we are going to be dealing with a lot of rain. Looking at our flood alerts, all the red areas are those flash flood warnings, but everyone is still under a flood watch until Sunday morning. And we do have river flood warnings. That's that bright green along all of our area rivers. So that is going to be a concern for us as we head into next week with significant river flooding. As for tonight, we'll drop down to 52 with showers and thunderstorms, periods of heavy rain likely and flash flooding. 57 for the high tomorrow. Temperatures fall into the afternoon, so it'll be chilly tomorrow night with scattered showers and a low near 40. And the 7-day forecast shows we do see sunshine return Monday and Tuesday, but a cooler day on Tuesday with highs in the upper 40s after a morning low of 26. And there's more rain in the forecast Wednesday and Thursday.